This video is part 2 of inverse functions day 2. And in this video, we're only going to look at this third objective, which is I can write the equation of the inverse of a function. To write the inverse of a function, there are generally 3 steps. The first step is to switch x and y. And remember that if you see an f of x, that's really a y. And when you switch it, it'll become x. Step 2, solve for y. Now this could be many steps. And then in the very last step, we're going to rewrite it with inverse notation. All right, let's give this a go. You'll want to write down this problem. F of x equals 4x minus 5. There's our original problem. And in the next step, we're going to want to switch x and y. But first we need to understand that this is the same thing as saying y equals 4x minus 5. So we're going to switch x and y. So we get x equals 4y minus 5. We've just done the first step, which is to switch x and y. Now our next step is to solve for y. Here's y right here, so to solve for y, our first step is to add 5 to both sides. And then x plus 5 equals 4y. Our next step is to divide by 4. So we get x plus 5 all over 4 equals y. And we found the inverse function. But since our original function was named f of x, our inverse function is going to be called f inverse of x. So where we have the y right here, I'm going to write it as f inverse of x. And I'm going to set that equal to x plus 5 over 4. And we have completed our first problem. All right, let's try another one. So in this one, again, we have f of x. Remember, f of x equals cube root x plus 7. F of x is our y. So when we switch, this becomes x equals the cube root of y plus 7. All right, so now what we want to do is get y by itself. Well, the opposite of a cube root is to cube both sides. So I'm going to cube both sides, and when I cube this side, I get x cubed. And when I cube this side, I undo the cube root, and I just get y plus 7. In our next step, we subtract 7, so we get x cubed minus 7 equals y. And now we're just going to rewrite it using inverse notation. We named this one f as well, very popular name for functions. So we get f inverse x, which is rewriting the y, equals x cubed minus 7. And we've solved our second one. Let's try another one. This time, our function has a new name, g of x, and it is 3 over x minus 4. First step, switch x and y. X equals 3 over y minus 4. Now, in order to solve for y, we need y out of the denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply x times y minus 4 equals 3. So essentially, I multiplied the left by y minus 4. And when I multiplied the right by y minus 4, it canceled out, and I just had 3. Now, in order to solve for y, I want to get y by itself. The next step is going to be to divide by x. So I get y minus 4 equals 3 divided by x. And my last step is to add 4. So y equals 3 over x plus 4. In this case, the original function was called g of x. So this one is going to be g inverse x equals 3 over x plus 4. All right, let's try another one. In this one, our function's name is h of x, and it's 3x all over 5 minus x. Step 1, switch x and y. X equals 3y over 5 minus y. All right, so just like last time, I'm going to multiply by 5 minus y. So I have x times 5 minus y equals 3y. Now you're going to notice when we're solving for y here, y on both sides. In order to get just one y, I'm going to first have to multiply this out. So I'm going to get 5x minus xy. So all I did was distributive property there, right? X times 5, x times y equals 3y. Now, in order to solve for y, I need all the y's on the same side. So I'm going to add xy. 5x equals 3y plus xy. I'm just going to copy that step up here. So all I'm doing is just copying the same step. 5x equals 3y plus xy. Now, in order to solve this, I'm going to take out a y. So I'm going to undo the distributive property, or factor out a y. And in here I get 3 plus x. And now I'm able to solve for y. Y equals 5x over 3 plus x. And then remember the original was h, so now h inverse of x equals 5x over 3 plus x. All right, we're going to try one more like that because that is the hardest type we're going to do. So here's one more that's similar to it. I would encourage you to pause and try this one on your own and then play it. All right, welcome back. So let's go through the steps. First step, switch x and y. X equals 4 plus 3y all over 5y. We multiply both sides by 5y, so I get 5xy equals 4 plus 3y. When I multiply this, I'm just in the habit of writing my variables in alphabetical order. Just like last time, I want all the y's on the same side, so I'm going to do 5xy. I'm going to subtract 3y equals 4. I need to get just one y, so I factor the y out. And inside here, I'm going to have 5x minus 3. Then I divide by that, so y equals 4 over 5x minus 3. Now my original function's name was k, so this is going to be k inverse of x equals 4 over 5x minus 3. And we're done with that problem. And now you should be ready to do homework number 7.